our purpose, our real purpose for being here has to do with our spirit's growth. It doesn't have to do with what society and this matrix says that we need to do. So a lot of us come here and we're told, oh, you need to do such and such years of school, and oh, this is what's needed in this area. They need nurses. So I need you to go to school and get your degree in nursing. That may not be what the Most High called you to do. So part of the spiritual awakening is us recognizing that we are not here to fulfill the desires of this system. We are here to fulfill the desires, well, not necessarily the desires, but we're here to fulfill a purpose based on what our soul is here to learn. And so that's why the spiritual journey is very much spirit-led. So it won't make sense to the world, the decisions that you're making, the areas of your life that require growth and require that you attain a certain level of wisdom, a certain level of knowledge, are not going to align with what society says you should do. For example, me being a certified management accountant and having a bachelor's degree in finance, that may meet the needs of this matrix, of this society, but that may not meet the needs of, why am I doing that? That may not meet the needs of my soul, okay? That may not meet the contract that I had with God to come here and actualize the purposes, because I think we have multiple purposes. But what I'm saying is we have to recognize that our soul has a purpose. And so spirituality is really spirit-led on the basis that we are being redirected and shifted to adhere to what our soul needs to learn and what our soul wants to experience, as opposed to what this system is saying that you need to do. And that's why a lot of people are unhappy. A lot of people are unhappy because they're not doing what their soul wants them to do. They're here doing what the society says they should do. Oh, they're marrying such and such because society says, oh, that's who you should marry. And that's not who's really fulfilling for them. That's not who their soul wants to really be attached to. So, yeah, I think that that's very important that we make that distinction. And I'm hoping that this awakening, or that I help to awaken other people to that aspect of spirituality. It's not just about a way of worshiping God, a different lifestyle, adopting a new regimen to help you, to navigate your life in the most optimal way. I really feel like it's truly about us making the choice to do what we came here to do at a soul level, and to not appease, the objectives of this matrix, because the matrix is, it's working with a whole new set of objectives. And in many ways, it's contrary to what God wants for us to do. And so understanding that, this is key. This is key. I just got a download. So what happens is, for many of us that are embarking on this spiritual journey, we will find that we will face a lot of scrutiny and, damaging perspectives from other people and from the same systems that we thought were going to be supportive of us. Because you know why that happens? It happens because you're now not relying and supporting the system. You are deciding to support the Most High, and to support where your soul needs to go in order for it to experience what it came here to truly experience. And so that kind of push and pull mechanism that occurs is what leads to there being a lot of friction in your life. Don't feel as though you're being punished. You're not being punished. It's just that the same systems that are relying on you to neglect your soul's real purpose are gonna push back. And you gotta push back too. And you got to push back, recognizing that you are called by a higher purpose. God is ultimately in control, not the system. So place your faith in God and not the system, not on the opinions of others, not on these institutions that will, essentially try to blackmail you, try to subject you to circumstances that are very uncomfortable, recognize that even if you are undergoing temporary circumstances that are not ideal as a result of you reshifting your direction towards honoring what your soul is here to do, the Most High, all knowing, will find ways of navigating you around all of the so-called issues that they have placed. Because at the end of the day, nothing can stop you when you have the Most High on your side.